You have an idea. If you think this is an idea, then it's all about finding the people who also think that is an idea. Maybe it's not your friends, but man, now on the internet, you can go anywhere in the world for nothing and try things and see if it works or not. Yeah. And that's what's available, like never before. And even making money. I mean, if you're not making money out of your own business or whatever yet, there's so many other ways to make extra money now that I never knew about. I mean, like a Uber thing. Uber. You have Uber in town here? Okay. Well, Uber. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is what's happening in our society. Here. Uber. Okay, Uber's 5 years old. Okay, it's the second bunch of stuff here. Okay, their value on the stock market is $18 billion after 5 years. $18 billion. That's the same value as Hertz and Avis together. Okay. How many employees that Uber has? 1,000 to 2,000 employees. How many employees Hertz and Avis has? 60,000 employees. So here's a company owns nothing but a website. Just owns a website. That's it. But it's a market. They create a market. So if you want to go out and pretend you're a taxi man, where are you going to find a customer? People, millions of people a day are going to Uber every day looking for somebody to give them a ride. And you get an app, and Uber wants more people. I mean, they're making $75,000, $80,000 taxi when they want to work, whenever you want to work. You don't have to, like you work for a normal taxi, they want you to work 1,000 hours a week or whatever, that kind of stuff. And you're your own control. And they even have money for the markets they're looking for people in badly, is to get you money for a car because they don't want you in an old clunker. So here you can make part-time. I know federal employees that in the weekend and night times are making 20, 30, 40 extra grand doing that. I mean, to me, it's unheard of. I mean, there's nothing you could do. What would you go? We deliver papers. I mean, in my generation, you drive a taxi, but taxis, these are not taxis. I mean, because they're safer because it's everybody is all nobody, you don't handle money. The website handles all the money. They say, hey, this guy wants to go somewhere else. They already have the credit card. They have everything, all that. And you don't handle money, so, it's safe as heck, Safer than, and it's growing. Yes?
I went to a comedy club a few weeks ago, and they all handed out Uber credit cards, and they said they'd take you anywhere you wanted to go for 20 miles.
Yeah.
It was paid for by the club.
Right.
You can drink and drive, here's your Uber card, and
right.
And then get another card for another 20.
Right, exactly. Hey, or here's another thing. I mean, but see, that's okay. We're creating value. Things are growing. See, that's why if you look at exponential growth that's going on in something, old stuff is not growing anymore. It's just going to continually shrink. And it's not going to go away. It's sort of like radio. Radio's still here. After television and everything, but it was never a growth industry anymore, and smaller. So the same way like the taxi cab, I mean, they'll still be around, but it's not a growth. I mean, if you're growing exponentially, like, would you rather have, let's see if I have this data right, if I give you $1 million today, up front, or $1 a day and double that for the next 30 days? What would you rather, $1 million or double? What? You take the dollar? Yeah, that's $1 billion after 30 days. I mean, that's when things grow exponentially. That's what happens. I mean, look at, Uber, 5 years and they're already $18 billion. Airbnb, I'm staying at Airbnb here. Okay, how many know about Airbnb? Maybe know of it a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I used it the first time I just came back from Shanghai about a month or two ago. It's the first time I used it in Shanghai. And it was terrific, mainly because I was trying to get interviews and speeches and things like that. I was working on it for 5 months beforehand. I got a handful, hardly nothing. I got my Airbnb landlord there hook me up on for a speech in one place on a Saturday, and I got 50 things to do after that, just from there. I mean, it is not, the concierge at any hotel is not going to do that, And this is what it is. Now, so I said, well, let's try. We have an apartment where we live. I live in the suburb of Washington, D.C., and we have a little apartment, a one-bedroom, which I love. I'm an urban guy, and I like urbans, in a place called Adams Morgan. And he said, well, let's try this in Airbnb, because we don't use it all the time and put it on. And we put it on Christmas to try this thing. I mean, like 2-3 weeks, we had $4,000, $3,000 worth of business. Wow. That was found money. Nothing I knew about. This guy, I'm doing the Airbnb from now. He just stays with his buddy when he gets somebody. So I'm giving him $300-400 for the 3-4 nights or whatever it is, And and he's great. He showed me the best restaurant, the best thing, that, and everything. And anytime I text him, I want it. Instead of the concierge at a hotel that will, is making some money off of every place they're selling you or whatever it is, And this is, you really have a friend, And we got people that are staying at our place now. I mean, they're fun people, and we go out to dinner with them and things like that, and that's why it is. Who would have thought? I wouldn't have thought like that. And look what happened to this business. Okay, Hyatt hotels. Okay, their Hyatt market value is $10 billion. Airbnb is $13 billion, and they've been around for about 5 years now. So they're bigger than Hyatt hotels in their market value. The other thing, how many rooms does Hyatt have? 150,000. Airbnb has 800,000 rooms. 800,000. How many employees? Hyatt has 75,000. They have like 1,000. See, all this new wealth we're creating in our country is not the same anymore. It's not hiring so many people. I mean, you see they're buying, Google just spent $1 billion for WeChat or one of those things. I get confused what they all are. With 50 people. 50 people, and they spent $1 billion on the sucker. That's $1 billion is like Boeing. With all the employees. It's not there. But what happens now, you have other ways to make income with this. Because, see, what these do, they create, you put your thing on there, well, it's the marketing. Anything like getting a customer. You could say you could do anything, but if you don't have a customer, it doesn't matter what you do, right? So that's why if you put your thing on one of these, wow, you're getting traffic, customers. Like me on YouTube. I mean, I'm trying to get people to come to my place on to buy a website. No. Man, I mean, I'm growing up to 2,000-3,000 views a day, after about a year and a half or so, I mean, I couldn't get that time to try. That's not paid for. It's just volume and stuff like that. Well, thanks for watching. Hey, this is part of a 1-hour seminar that's available as a video ebook. So in the ebook, you'll be able to watch segments of all this and also see the notes I have on the seminar. And it's all available on Fiverr. And you can go to Lesko, lesko.com/Fiverr, Fiverr. That's Lesko, lesko.com/Fiverr, Fiverr. I know it's misspelled, but that's how it works. Bye.